Welcome back to Talkville, folks. Here we are, another episode. Wow, Ryan's here, big producer on campus.
I got recognized in a bar last night.
For Talkville?
For Talkville. But it was a guy who, he showed a picture. He came on stage with us, and he has a picture with all of us at the live.
How did he do it? I'm sorry, I have to ask. Like,
he had an accent.
I know you from somewhere. Like, who are you? Did he ask you who you were, or he knew who you were?
No, he knew. And
those are two different things.
No, he knew, and he had the photo pulled up on his phone, ready to go to like show it's all of us on the live stage. Like he was there at the live podcast. His name is Giacomo. He had an accent.
Hey, I don't remember you.
Yeah,
was it like that?
Yeah. I was having book club at a bar.
Nerdery.
I know, and then
so it wasn't a girl.
Yeah. Yeah, and Tom's in St. Louis, right, Tom?
I am in St. Louis. I can see the arch from, live on set.
Ooh, nice.
From my studio apartment. I'm doing a movie here. You guys will hear about it soon, hopefully. We're having a good time, and thanks for making this work.
It's all right. This is going to be fun. All right, so look, we want to thank you all for listening. If this is your first time listening, you're 7 seasons behind or 6.5 seasons behind. But hey, the more the merrier. If you want to join Patron to support the show, it's the only thing that keeps the show going is you. So if you want to give back, you can. You don't have to, but it'd be nice. Patreon.com/Talkville. Patreon, Patreon. Patreon.com/Talkville. There's a lot of perks. Go to the talkvillepodcast.com, get yourself some merch. The Inside of You online store, tons of merch there too for Smallville. And my Instagram at the Michael Rosenbaum, and it's the link tree. All the cons we're going to. You can go to Tom's Instagram as well, at Tom Welling, and cameos. We're doing that stuff, all that. And if you didn't get a chance to call in our hotline and leave a question for this episode, make sure you do it for future ones. All that and the info it's in the show's description. It's, you can just find this. And, there's a cruise coming up. Tom and I are excited about the cruise 2026.
Cruise is going to be fun.
Yeah, you can get tickets now and get Smallville Nights tickets for an event with me and Tom right away, and VIP stuff. It's going to be great. We have so many more people coming this year, and we're going to do things even better than last year, because last year was sort of our virgin, what do you call it?
Virgin maiden voyage.
Maiden voyage.
Yeah, what do you call it, Ryan?
Not virgin, or
It was a virgin trip.
A maiden virgin voyage.
It's a different thing.
All right. Without further ado, let's get into season 7, episode 8. This is called Blue.
Hope everyone had fun in Chicago. This is the week after Chicago.
Yes, I hope you had fun, even though we don't know because this is being recorded earlier, but I'm sure we had a great time. Title Blue aired November 15, 2007. Director Glenn Winter, who we love dearly. We got to get him back on this season.
His son just turned like 20, believe it or not. But we should have him back on the program.
Yeah. Writers Todd Slavkin and Darren Swimmer, we love them. Guest stars Helen Slater, we love her as Lara L. Christopher Heiderdale as Zor-El, Michael Cassidy as Grant Gabriel, Terrence Stamp as Jor-El Clark. Synopsis: the unexpected L family reunion goes bad for everyone. Chloe and Lex try to break up Lois and Grant, but for very different reasons, and Win howls outside the Kent farm. Can you give me a little Win, Ryan? Okay. As Clark pines over a picture of his dead birth mother. Give me a voice for that.
Dead birth. Are we doing a radio show?
Yeah, we're doing a radio show now.
Yeah, I like the radio show version.
This is Prairie Home Companion.
It'll be
style.
like
that would be kind of cool. Well, I'm reading the add wind and stuff, and Kara struts in after a ripping beach day at Coast City with Jimmy, and Clark hears a voice whisper, "Save me, Kal-El." He traces it back to the crystal in the barn, and he's instantly transported to the fortress. And against Jor-El's myriad warnings, Clark jams the crystal into more crystals, and after a big boom and flash, there stands his mother in the flesh, Lara L., as they embrace a mystery figure lurks in the shadows.
What?
A shadow lurks. The next day at the Kent farm, Clark and Lara come to grips with their reunion.
It's so Canadian.
Kara arrives, hugs Lara, and surmises that she came from the big blue crystal, shattering Lara, previous assumption that she came through a portal. And this means that Zor-El is close behind and they'll have to face him together. Here's what I didn't like. I loved the Fortress of Solitude and seeing Lara for the first time. But I didn't want her to leave it. It just felt really weird, her being at the Kent farm and everything. It just felt, did it feel odd to you?
Her wardrobe was out of place. I mean, that's a big thing. And her whole thing. Like, like you can't wear that on the farm. No.
Yeah, it's almost like it should have been like, hey, wear some of Mama Kent's clothing.
Should they have given her like a flannel just to cover up?
Then that might have been weirder. It was just weird having, I don't know. Maybe it was her clothing. It was like this.
You just didn't need it.
Yeah, didn't need it.
Did she have to be there is the question.
I don't think she had to be there. Because all this shit happens in the fortress later.
Yeah.
In Grant's office at the DP, he chides Lois on the shoddy photography of her latest piece, but this light ribbing turns tight-lipping. As they connect, mouths on his desk. He assures her that he's just into her intrepid reporting, but this fact is less obvious to Chloe, who accidentally walks in on them.
Ooh. Still doing sound effects.
I feel like Chloe walks in on everybody. Remember the booms when you and Lana are going at it?
Yeah.
And then she walks in on these guys. I think she walks in on everybody.
She probably walked in on her parents at one point.
Well, she didn't walk in on Clark and Lana. It just happened to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, oh, that's true. I guess so. Go ahead, Ryan.
At the Kent loft, Kara...
Wait, the loft is in the barn.
In the barn.
Yeah.
At the Kent loft in the barn, Kara reconnects with her father, Zor-El, now wearing a Matrix-y trench coat. Though Kara knows about his murderous past, he insists that he's changed and wants to be a real father again. He brings her in and tells her to wait for him in the fortress.
This guy, every scene, I couldn't tell if I liked him or not.
Yeah.
Like, he's so engaging. Even there's a scene where he's telling us he's bad, and I still don't believe it. Like, he's very good.
Yeah.
Well, he had a good face, like, to play. I think that was good casting. Like, he had a face that played both. Like, in his very sincere moments, he seemed very, like, honest about that. And then in his evil moments, he seemed very evil.
Yeah.
I think that's hard to do. Some people have evil face and they can't do the other thing.
Yeah, that's why you should always veer away from casting people who have evil face if they're going to be bad. I don't know. I think you should cast somebody who's more ambiguous. So someone who could, I'm not saying it was miscast. I'm saying that, but when you cast somebody who has to play both.
I'm saying he was great.
He was great. He was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, Ryan.
At Luthor Corp, Zor-El recognizes Lionel as Jor-El's former vessel and proceeds to rough him up. Mm-hmm. He tells Lionel to convince Clark and those close to him to trust old Uncle Z, no questions asked. Fortunately, Clark busts in the room with a right hook and defenestrates Zor-El.
Defenestrates?
Oh, that's a good word.
Never thought I'd hear defenestrates.
Well, I'm writing these, buddy.
There's only one eights word I know. As EMTs wheel Lionel back to the ER, he tells Clark that Zor-El was looking for a woman named Lara. My dog's still barking. It's all right. At the DP, Chloe outs her for hooking up with her boss. So Lois swears it has nothing to do with her promotion, and Chloe says no one will believe her and urges her to break it off ASAP. And at Queen's apartment, of course, let's keep Queen's apartment around just for this moment.
I know.
I mean, but I guess it makes sense because it has to be somewhere
It was
private.
A standing set, and I'm glad they got to use it.
Yeah, it mixed it up.
Chloe being very like assertive here. Mm-hmm. Which is something we hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Like she's owning the room. I like it.
Yeah. At Queen's apartment, Clark shows his mother around her new Nancy Myers safe haven. That's good. Lara offers Clark the ring on her necklace, which contains blue kryptonite. It was Jor-El's victory ring, and as tradition holds, it's to be given to the firstborn son when he comes of age, no matter the circumstance. Clark's eyes glow blue. This is kind of like your dad giving you his state championship ring. We didn't even know he played, right?
Well, it's like, hey, this is the thing I earned in victory, so now you're going to wear it. Son, live up to me.
How many rings can you give?
How many rings?
I mean, it's like he's got his high school ring, now he's getting, and then there's a red kryptonite ring.
Oh, yeah.
Then there's this ring.
Yeah.
Like, how many fingers do you have? Like, let's go. That's the first thing I thought was like, where am I going to put this ring?
It's some of those like NBA players who wear 4 rings on their hands. It's like, all right, we get it. We get it.
Yeah, but that's kind of cool. I don't do it where I'm
Is it? People don't need to know you're a champion. Just be a champion.
I never won state.
That's kind of profound.
There you go.
People don't need to know you're great. Just be great. Now empowered with who knows what.
You used to be cool.
Clark exits to the back alley where he's confronted by Zor-El, who tells him, oh, yeah, that ring is whack on Earth, and your dad's a loser. He chucks Clark into a parked car, and his wounds don't heal. What? Zor-El pitches him on joint family world domination, but Clark declines. Zor-El opts not to kill Clark for Lara's sake and super speeds away.
I remember doing this scene, and one thing I have a thing where I like alleyways. Like I do. Like I think cool because alleyways are like in between things and whatnot. But doing this scene, it was all distracting because of his movement. He was in front of me, behind me, blah, blah, and that never happened to Clark. Clark would always be the person doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I do remember this scene just being like, oh my God, I was like, give me a second. Let me just
It was hard to
remember
connect.
what I just said to you this way so I can turn and say it to you this way. It was a good acting thing, yeah.
Was it over a couple days then for you?
Oh no, this would have been an afternoon.
Really? With all the
Yeah.
camera changes?
Yeah.
Huh.
This would have been either before lunch or after lunch. With the lighting that I see, it's probably something we started after lunch and then finished before dark.
See, this is the good stuff.
I know. It's so weird I could look at it and say that. I mean, not to promote because I'm not, but like I'm on something right now. And I was talking to Second AD about the schedule, and she was like, all your questions are so different from everybody else. And I'm like, because I'm not trying to, my questions are open-ended to understand what you're doing so I can make my own decisions. I'm not trying to change what you're doing.
Yes, 100%. It's like I like to go, hey, I do. What exactly are we doing next? And what's the coverage on? Am I seen? Like things that they should just like let you know, hey, you're off camera. This is this.
More than come here at this time, stand there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Queen's apartment, as Lana literally spills tea, Lara takes note of the darkness within her potential daughter-in-law. Zor-El appears, ragdolls Lana, and whisks Lara away just as Clark arrives. He then heads to the DP all bloodied and brings Chloe up to speed, even though bringing dead people back is kind of her thing. She wants him to let this dead mom thing go. He then asks her for a ride to the fortress in the Yaris to remove the ring.
I thought that was odd. When he asks her for a ride, like, to the fortress of
Yeah,
Sun.
why do you...
I don't know. I thought it was an odd choice, but she was right to call him out on it.
21 minutes in, we get our first Lex sighting as he plays pool with Grant at the manor. Well aware of the lowest of it all, Lex pries into Grant's dating life and urges that he breaks things off with her because of her insatiable curiosity. Indignant, Grant says Lex doesn't get to control his life, to which Lex responds, if it weren't for me, you'd be nothing. Makes sense why Grant wanted Lois to stay away from the Luthor stories now. Mm-hmm. Interesting, huh?
They're a little too close.
What's going on with Grant?
I think they missed something here. I like the idea that Grant is there to keep the Luthors safe from the Daily Planet. I think what they tried to do was make the Lois thing an accident. Like he actually likes her. And I think they missed the bar just a little bit.
Yeah, you could have seen a little more.
Yeah.
Or just feeling more organic. Like when we had Jensen Ackles on as the coach and he was dating Lana.
More chemistry.
We all kind of bought it.
Yeah.
We bought it. You know?
I guess, he's kind of the tough guy and I run this, I run the bullpen and I run this and but we don't get to see really the soft side of him.
No.
At the fortress, Zor-El drags Lara to Kara and declares that world domination may only be possible by offing Clark, which no one is cool with. Lara offers herself in sacrifice, and Kara tries and fails to remove the big blue crystal. Zor-El rearranges other crystals and says he'll return to the fortress with Clark.
I love that these people just show up and rearrange things in the fortress follow too. Like, you remember in the old days where like it was all a mystery, no one could do anything about it.
Yeah. Now it's just this vessel.
Are these people even real? Because the people that we talked to from Krypton before were just like some versions of like people that were in crystals that would speak to us. Like it was like our phone talking to us. Now they're actual people. Like where have these people been since?
Well, I guess the portal was closed, right? So this crystal opened it, which then they were able to. From that crystal was a vessel from Krypton to Earth, right?
Yes.
To the barn.
To the barn.
To the barn.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, in the time of the show, 20 years. Yeah. It took them 20 years to go through the portal.
Anyway.
I just couldn't find it.
Go ahead, Ryan.
In the Kent barn, as Clark unsuccessfully tries to remove his ring, Chloe hands him a book with a ship key inside. But of course, then the sky darkens and they head outside to watch a full-on eclipse with their bare eyes. But Clark knows this is Zor-El's doing. And in that, I don't know if you guys noticed, Chloe watched an HD news report on a Sprint flip phone. They are heavy on the Sprint product placement this season.
Yeah, that was a good phone. I don't think that phone made it very far.
And
yeah.
I don't think.
But here it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
You can barely watch a news report now. Like I think in 2000.
I know it probably took her 28 minutes to watch a minute.
Yeah.
By the way, great cell phone reception at the farm.
Incredible, unbelievable.
Meanwhile, the DP is also distracted by the astronomical anomaly. Grant invites Lois back to his office where they both try to break up with each other, but they're too hot to stop and go saliva diving. You know, saliva diving. I felt like this was just. I knew this was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It just was, the beats were artificial. It's like, no. It was, I was hoping it didn't go there.
I've seen it before. And just other
I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
I wish it was just like, okay then. And she walks away.
Yeah.
We didn't need to see that.
He wasn't worth it.
At the fortress, Zor-El marches in, super shoves Lara, disarms Kara of a sneaky crystal dagger and grabs her neck. Clark then appears with the Kryptonite rock and pins Zor-El. He removes the big blue crystal and the skies clear up. Lara informs him that he can't fulfill his destiny as long as he wears the blue ring. Despite his pushback, she pleads with Clark to destroy the big blue crystal, assuring him that they'll always be together somehow. And Zor-El frees himself and attacks Kara. Clark acts quickly and smashes the big blue crystal. When the air clears, Clark's alone. And Kara wakes up in the middle of a busy intersection in a torrential rainstorm. She scrambles to safety at a coffee shop closing up for the night. The barista informs Kara that she's in Detroit, Michigan. When she asks Kara for her name, Kara says, I don't know. The never-ending journey of Kara, finding out who she is.
I know.
What a fun thing to understand as an actor. You're on a show, and you read a script, your character doesn't know who it is.
I know.
So you just play it like ambiguous, I guess. You know, I think the new Supergirl, believe it or not, is going to be good.
Oh, the next
Is
one?
there a new one?
I don't say believe it or not. I just say, but like, you know, yeah, because I saw something. I can't speak of it, but I just saw something that, you know, and I thought it was awesome. I was like, whoa. This is freaking cool, man.
All right.
So I'm excited about that.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that. So that's
No, but I think it's going to be good. I'll just say that. The next day at the Kent Barn, Lana finds Clark doing family stuff.
Farm stuff.
Lana finds Clark doing farm stuff. He laments his emotions getting in the way of things while she laments how unlike his mother she is. She feels like she's at a point of no return, but comforts her and says she ain't that far gone yet.
there's a big difference in this scene with Lana from the last episodes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like the last two episodes, like she really had some stuff going on. This one, she comes in and it's like the Lana we remember from high school.
Yeah, it's like Lana, nothing happened.
And like this could have just dropped in anywhere. And I
She's
hate
great.
when we love her, but this scene could have been in season 2.
Yeah, I agree.
Season
It's
3.
like if you're gonna introduce this new version of someone, you can't just take it away when you want to.
Well, is she just trying to overcorrect because she knows she went too far? Now she's like trying.
Maybe.
I think she's like trying really, really
maybe
extra hard.
She's trying to get back to what.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good point, Ryan. Maybe that's the idea.
Because it's not going to work. Because I mean, she's trying too hard to get back to the way things were, and it's just not going to work.
So it's like that hug is a bad hug. Like you've ever gotten a bad hug from someone?
Oh yeah, bro.
Like there's good hugs, and then there's like, we're just doing this because we have to.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ryan.
At the DP, Chloe gaslights Lois about the eclipse not being a real eclipse. Grant comes in and berates Lois for being too slow with her story, leading Chloe to believe that they broke up. But then Lois gets a text from Grant saying, "Already miss you, can't wait until tonight." Then at the Luthor Manor, Grant drops a bunch of bugs on Lex's desk and tells him to stop spying. Lex apologizes, but Grant's had enough. He says they can't keep this secret forever, and he's not afraid of Lionel. "I'm his son. I'm your brother. My name is Julian Luthor."
Mic drop. Yeah, that was cool because I didn't remember that. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, Julian's alive. It's kind of cool. It's like now this kind of makes sense. This is a good story. This is a good angle. I'm digging it. Then at the fortress, Clark demands to know where Kara went. Zor-El says he has no idea, but Clark has defied him one too many times, and there are consequences. There are consequences, Clark.
There are consequences. And your brother has a lot of hair.
The room shakes, a flash of white, and cliffhanger with Sylvester Stallone. Closing thoughts. Was the reveal of Grant being Julian Luthor obvious? Not to me.
Not at all.
It wasn't obvious to me. It wasn't out of left field. Wasn't surprising. It was surprising.
Yeah.
Didn't make me feel great either.
Yeah, it was kind of like, oh, great, we got another Luthor involved.
Yeah.
Well, I just felt like, oh, this is how he gets here.
Mm.
You know, like Lex could have we could have played with this better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could have seen
like
we could have seen him being brought in from Oblivion, like a sort of
like maybe he had his own world,
and I give him this job.
He could have been like Batman, and he like brings in his own power company, not power company, but he could have like created his own world instead of being like this reporter guy.
Well, it was all very secretive, right?
Yeah.
So I felt like they could have made it like brought him in earlier, and like he was doing, maybe he was up to no good, and Lex is like imagine the first scene. The guy's disheveled. He lives in the mountains or whatever or something. He's been a secret, all this. And Lex visits him. We got to get you cleaned up.
Yeah.
And then the next time you see him, it's like, he's working for a Luthor Corp, and he's like, you keep doing this. I have things.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, your new boss.
Yeah.
And he gets brought on like, oh, that's his brother. Wow. He was, it just, that would have been cool. Clark is once again told to suppress his emotions. How do we feel about the show's back and forth on the issue? I think it makes it more dynamic. He's like, he comes to places like, right.
It's drama.
It's drama.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a difference between blue kryptonite acting and green kryptonite acting?
I think the big one for me was red kryptonite because that changed everything.
Yeah.
From the start of a scene to the end of a scene, the red kryptonite was there. I felt like the other kryptonites were part of scenes where red kryptonite that it became like episodes.
Right.
For him. In general, episodes for Clark, yeah.
Interesting things of note. In the comics, blue kryptonite strengthens Clark's powers and weakens Bizarro's. Lois's article that impressed Grant was the one she wrote about the underground cage fighting from season 6, episode 17, Combat. In the same episode, we've referenced the fictional Coast City in Detroit, Michigan. But from the fiction world, we've heard about Keystone, Star Central, Hub, and Gotham cities. From the real world, we've heard about Seattle, Oakland, Washington, D.C., and now Detroit. Ryan personally wishes the show would pick a lane. I mean, are we talking about fiction? Are we in the real world? Are we in Detroit? Are we in Gotham? Where are we?
What's going on?
I know. I love geography, and I love figuring out like fictional worlds and stuff.
What's the deal with that?
What is the deal with all these places?
I like fictional cities being stand-ins for cities that exist, and now I just can't. I'm losing it. It's a personal issue. It's a me thing.
All right. All right. Talkville is brought to you by AGZ. Also, AG1. You guys know how much I love AG1. I was just at the convention this last week, signing autographs, seeing all of you, and I'll tell you what, AG1 got me through the weekend. It really helped me with focus and energy. I just can't live without this stuff. And a lot of patrons were coming up to me, showing me their AG1, even taking pictures with AG1 this weekend. It was so cute. But I think a lot of people are really, it's helping them out. And let's introduce AGZ. AGZ is a nighttime drink designed to help support restful, restorative sleep with key ingredients including adaptogens, herbs, and minerals. AGZ is a melatonin-free formula that helps support the body's natural sleep cycle. A lot of people were asking, what about rest and relaxation? And well, AG1 did it again with AGZ. It's not a Band-Aid sleep solution like many of the options out there. Rather than overriding your body's natural rhythms, AGZ helps your mind and body ease into the rest with a blend of clinically studied key calming herbs, magnesium, and adaptogens. And all you have to do is add 1 packet of AGZ with 4 to 6 ounces of your preferred liquid. Blend with AGZ frother for a smooth, fully dissolved drink. Drink AGZ before bed to cue your body and mind to start winding down. This is amazing. I just started, and look, it's working for me. I start with AG1 and I end the day with AGZ.
While AG1 was meant to be enjoyed in cold water, you can enjoy AGZ either warm or cold and in milk or water. Feel free to experiment with what you like.
Chocolate, earthy cocoa layered with coconut milk. Chocolate mint, cocoa and garden mint. Mixed berry, ripe wild black raspberries and blackberries. This is pretty amazing. They are evolving, Ryan. AG1 is evolving, and they're evolving for us because, you need a boost in the morning. You need something to calm you down at night. Start taking your sleep seriously with AGZ. Head to drinkag1.com/talkville to get a free welcome kit with the flavor of your choice that includes a 30-day supply of AGZ and a free frother. It's all there. It's for you. It's from AG1, and it's the new AGZ. You've got to try this stuff. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp has been supporting the podcast for so long, and it's amazing because I love talking about therapy and how much it helps me and so many of my friends and people that I know. And look, we can find support in some very surprising places. The group chat, a kind stranger, our neighbor, maybe even our favorite barista. And support is fantastic. But you know what else can help? Really help? Guidance and support from a clinically trained and credentialed therapist, like the ones you find at BetterHelp. Just fill out a short questionnaire that helps identify your needs and preferences. It's really quick. And BetterHelp's 10 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means they typically get it right on the first time. And BetterHelp is so convenient. Completely online. You can pause your subscription whenever you need to, switch counselors at no extra cost. And I think people, that's their biggest worry, Tom, is they think, oh, well, I don't like my therapist. What do I do? Well, what do they do, Tom?
Well, they can switch, and it's easy. I mean, like you said, it's no cost. That's the thing about therapy is that reluctance to try it is your first obstacle, and then once you do it, there's a relief that comes that is one of the best parts.
Yeah. Plus, look, BetterHelp is high trust certified and complies with GDPR standards, which means they meet some of the highest global standards for data privacy. Support is awesome. Support from a licensed therapist who gets you, that's priceless. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/talkville. That's betterhelp.com/talkville.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's going on, Nick? Finally.
What's going on, Nick?
I get to see Nick.
Yeah.
What's going on? You busy?
Not much going on.
That's okay.
Just been relaxing.
Well, you
Yeah.
got this going on. How'd you like the episode?
I actually, it's one of my favorites
Really?
of the season. Yeah.
Why?
For starters, it introduces blue kryptonite
Yeah.
in a very interesting way with the introduction of the Kryptonian ring,
Yeah.
which I always thought was a really fun idea.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things watching this episode, I was like, what is the blue kryptonite actually doing? Are you able to define that?
Basically, what I always looked at it as is that it basically suppresses a Kryptonian's powers. Basically, makes them both normal in their more, I guess, native state on Earth as they would be on Krypton, but also makes them, I guess, simply human on Earth.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks for giving me a ring that makes me human.
I got to say, it bothered me a little bit. Did it bother you that Lara, Kal-El's biological mother, that she, you're at the Fortress of Solitude? I was happy that she was there and I thought it was really cool. And then all of a sudden she's in their house hanging out. I'm like, this is kind of weird. I felt like
Not as bad as me. The only thing that bothered me about this episode was that Clark has a Polaroid of his mother.
Yeah.
Like, how would you have a Polaroid of her?
Well, no, that was from An old episode,
taken,
right?
It was taken years ago.
Yeah.
Actually, during I believe Lara and Kara's first visit to Earth, I believe.
Okay, I
was
digress.
the story.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. You got to remember that. I remember that.
And then it was basically hidden away behind, kind of cleverly, I would say, behind a photo of Martha.
Yes.
Ah, interesting.
I thought it would have been cool in an episode. I said this before. Remember that Jonathan finds this picture, or Annette finds this picture when she's cleaning or whatever. She goes, "Jonathan, who is this woman? I don't know." They've been having an affair or whatever. How many times have you seen Smallville all the way through?
I would say all the way through, maybe, if I had to guess, maybe 5, 10 times.
I was gonna say 5 or 10. Okay.
Roughly.
Wow.
5 or 10.
What brings you back? Why do you keep watching it?
I guess basically the uniqueness that it brought to the Superman mythology. That it showed how how Clark grew up, what challenges he went through, whether it's learning about his powers, whether it's, just discovering what he's meant to do, and even his relationships with his, friends, whether it's Lana, Lex, his parents, and Chloe. That always, like I said, it was a unique spin on the Superman mythos that always stood out to me.
Yeah, it answered the curiosity a bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And made me also, just appreciate Superman more than just as, an all-powerful hero, flying around in
faultless
in a suit, faultless, like a god tier superhero.
Yeah.
It made him more, basically more, it's going to sound maybe cheesy, made him seem more relatable.
Yeah, and did you like the characters of Zor-El coming back and all this?
Yes, I did. I actually wish that we had actually seen more of Zor-El.
Yeah, he did a really great job.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, Christopher Hairdoll, I believe is his name.
Yeah,
he was great.
And Helen Slater was great.
Yeah, I actually wish, one thing I thought about earlier, actually today or a couple of days ago, was that, interestingly, Jeannot Schwark, I believe, French director, who is famous for directing the original film with Helen,
Supergirl.
Also directed, many of Smallville's episodes. I thought it would be a neat touch for him to have directed both this episode and the previous one, Lara, as basically kind of a nod to that, to him working with Helen.
That's it. I wish they would have thought it. Maybe he wasn't available. He's always directing a lot of stuff. He also directed Jaws 2, which I really enjoyed. But
Michael Caine.
But like I said, that would have been a fun. I always thought that would have been a fun little, nod to reuniting with Helen.
Yeah, that's smart. I wish you were in the writer's room at that moment.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for being here. Thanks. Do you like being a patron? You like supporting the show?
Yes, absolutely. Always.
Are you going to be mad at me if I don't do season 8?
No, I'm not. I understand that, you weren't in the show anymore. You moved on, but it would, like I said, but it would still be fun. I would always wanted to hear your perspective on season 8, and even season 9 would have been fun too, with when Zod is actually returned.
Right. Well, look, you're an absolute delight, Nick. I love seeing your name. I really appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the love, man. You're the best.
Thanks, guys.
All right. See you, Nick. Here we go, folks. This is Hotline. We're going to go to patron privilege. This is Leanne.
Hey, guys. It's me, Leanne. I have a question about the episode Blue, and this is for all y'all. Now, I have some really, really strong suspenders of disbelief. However, I'm not going to lie. It was extremely hard for me to understand how Grant could be Lex's long-lost dead brother, Julian. Never quite got that one.
Yeah, they don't really explain it. Maybe they will, but they don't really explain how he came to be.
They just said it. I agree.
Yeah.
It didn't land. It didn't land. It still doesn't feel authentic.
Jay Brooklyn from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Jay Brooklyn from Brooklyn?
Jay Brooklyn from Brooklyn.
Jay Brooklyn from Brooklyn.
Hey guys, how you doing? Michael, Tom, Ryan. It's Jay Brooklyn from Brooklyn, New York. And this question is for season 7, episode 8, Blue. And so it's well established that Lara, Kara, and Zor-El all have been on Earth before, and they exhibit their powers. But we have never seen Lara use their powers. Why do you think that is? Thanks for the podcast, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
good point.
well, we see Zor-El's.
Yeah, we don't see Lara's.
We
though.
don't see Lara's.
Lara doesn't. So Lara
She
is
doesn't-
just
she-
kind of like a pawn, like just walking around.
Yeah,
She gives
why-
Clark a blue crystal. She doesn't really use.
We should have
exhibit any
seen
powers.
something. That's right.
She should have super speeded.
You know
Yeah,
what?
and end every scene.
That
yeah.
would have been cooler to see her defend her son.
Or her destroy the crystal or something.
And her,
yeah.
yes, that would have been cooler because it
Yeah.
would have also made her stronger character. Dan from McHenry, Illinois, home of the Bears. Well, not really.
Probably
Hey
best.
guys, this is Dan from McHenry, Illinois, calling about season 7, episode 8, Blue. Are you guys kind of on Jor-El's side with him saying, hey, Clark, you went too far this time? Between the ship being blown up because Clark disobeyed him, to Jonathan dying, and now almost destroying the world, it seems like Jor-El has tried to get Clark every out while also being stern, and this time it just went too far. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Have a good day.
Thanks, Dan.
I mean, Jor-El's like a dad who just like calls in every once in a while.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
Sorry, Mr. T-Ball game. I'll be the next one. Promise.
as a dad, the whole thing about is being present with your children, with them, and listening.
Yeah.
He's not there. He's just calling in all the time. He's like phoning
Yeah, well,
home.
not only that, but he's like he like barks orders at you, and like there's new scenarios. Why don't you just give
Yeah.
me all the information at once that I need to know? Not like, listen, son,
Yeah.
you've screwed up again. Now
Yeah,
your
because,
destiny awaits. Hey, why don't
No,
you
you're
just
right.
sit me down for an hour?
No, you're right, because like as a dad, I really don't know what to say a lot of times to my kids. I'm figuring it out. Jor-El has all the answers. Like he pre-programmed all this. So why not just give the download?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess it would make boring TV. Talkville is brought to you by Wayfair. You've heard Wayfair. Wayfair is everywhere, but Wayfair is honestly amazing. This table in front of you, I get compliments on this table constantly, and I got it from Wayfair, and it was so affordable. I couldn't believe how cheap it was to get such a nice table. Wayfair has so many amazing things, and look, when you think game day, you might not think Wayfair, but you should, because Wayfair is the best kept secret for incredible and affordable game day finds.
There's something for every style and every home, no matter your space or budget.
Wayfair makes it easy to tackle your home goals with room ideas and curated collections.
Free and easy delivery, even on the big stuff. No more huge delivery fees for furniture. Get sofas, dining tables, beds, desks, and more shipped free.
Find all your must-haves, furniture, decor, appliances, cookware, all in one convenient place. Wayfair truly has it all. I mean, I could go on. Coolers, grills, folding chairs, patio heaters, recliners, TV stands, barware, entertainment cookware like slow cookers, sports-themed decor, merch from your favorite teams. It's a one-stop shop. You've got to go to Wayfair. I love Wayfair. I purchase things from Wayfair. I'm a Wayfair fan. So I truly encourage you to do that. Wayfair is your trusted destination for all things game day. From coolers and grills to recliners and slow cookers, shop, save, and score today at wayfair.com. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. Talkville is brought to you by Hulu. Make every day a Disney Plus and Hulu day and get everything you love in one plan. Start your day with Monday Mayhem and watch episodes of Bob's Burgers. How about a Touchdown Tuesday with the hilarious new comedy Chad Powers? Or a Whodunit Wednesday with high potential and everyone's favorite amateur sleuths in the hit series Only Murders in the Building. Maybe you're in the mood for a thrilling Thursday. Grab some popcorn like I love and stream huge blockbusters like Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts on Disney Plus, or get caught up with the most enthralling news on what you need to know. Gather the fam for a Flashback Friday and binge all episodes of Modern Family or Grey's Anatomy. Discover something every day on Disney Plus and Hulu. It's the movies and shows you love. Every day, 18 and up only. Offer valid for eligible subscribers only. Terms apply. Dante from Philadelphia. Let's see what Dante has.
Hey guys, this is Dante from Philly calling in for season 7, episode 8. Question for Tom. Tom, what was it like to work with Helen Slater in that role of her as your birth mother and the blue kryptonite effect? Love the podcast, guys. Keep it up.
Love you too, Dante.
That's a good question. It's there's a word that comes to mind. It's called ethereal.
Mm.
And I have seen her since, and she has that presence. When you're around her, she controls the time and space around her, and it's beautiful.
She's comfortable
And I
with
love seeing
herself.
her.
She's so comfortable with
Yeah.
who she is, and that
Yeah.
like exudes a confidence that many people don't have naturally.
It's like being around Ryan.
It's not like not being around me. I have to sort of say, hey,
No,
I'm
it's not.
okay. I'm all right. Great question. Tristan from Worcester. Worcester, or is it Worcester?
Hey,
Worcester.
what's up? This is Tristan from Worcester.
Worcester,
My
that's
question
Worcester, I was
is
right,
for the
Worcester.
episode Blue. If you could pick a color and what the kryptonite kind of effect would be, what would it be? Thank you.
All right. That's a good question. If you could take a color for kryptonite, what color would you do and what would it
Or
symbolize?
like make like a new kryptonite, like a new
Yeah.
color.
Mine would be beige. A beige kryptonite, and it gives you like a warm color. It like gives you a tan. Like a tan.
Tan.
Yeah, you just get tan from it.
It's like the feeling you get if you were in Bali.
Yeah.
Mm.
You feel like you're on a nice beach day in Bali. What would yours be? Not beige.
I mean, it depends what you want out of it, right?
You want something that just sort of zens you out, just like a nice little purple one. that just
How
sort of-
about
I think my answer
Azurite.
is some version of a Zen thing. Help me with Zen.
azurite stone?
how about a pink one that helps you poop?
A pink
What's
one makes you
azurite?
feel a little bit lighter on your feet.
Yeah.
What color is azurite?
Blue.
Oh, azure. Yeah.
Azurite. It's a stone. All right. Rosenbaum rating. Ryan, what was yours? Your color?
Oh, a pink one that helps you poop.
Oh, pink that helps you poop. All right. Rosenbaum rating system. Let's go to Tom.
Rosenbaum ratings.
We're having a good laugh on that one. Pink, it makes you
Oh, that's
poop.
a good one.
Milk, it's what's for dinner. Pink, it makes you poop.
I'm gonna rate this on a 1. Or just 1.
One rose seems adequate.
Yeah.
Ryan?
I too will give it a 1.
Maybe I'll give it a rose. I don't think it was terrible. It's almost a half a rose for me. I'm going to give it a half a rose. I didn't think it was good
All right.
enough for a rose.
So it's a heater and a half.
Well, a heater is neither here or there. A half a rose is like, hey, it's got some qualities, but it's not quite a rose.
Yeah.
Death and save count. How many people got
Death
saved?
and
How many
save
died?
count.
2 dead. Lara and Zor-El. 2 saved. Clark saves Lionel and Kara. Through 8 episodes, 12 dead, 20 saved. Series 230 dead, 249 saved. And now it's time for Ryan's favorite scene.
Oh, good luck. It's got to be something with.
Don't say anything. I know. You're going to give me the answer.
Scene 1, Zor-El beats up Clark in the alley. Scene 2, Clark destroys the crystal. Or scene 3, Grant is revealed to be Julian.
Grant reveals to be Julian. Tom, same thing? Yep. Tom says the same thing.
3.
2.
2?
Yeah.
It was just the biggest reveal.
We just talked about how it sucked.
Well, it didn't suck because you don't know what.
The only takeaway is that Julian's alive.
That's the only thing that comes out of the episode is Julian's alive and he's working at the
Ryan.
planet. Ryan dropped the kryptonite pink poop ball. Oh, Ryan-tist. All right, final thoughts. That's it
Take
for the
your pink
episode.
kryptonite, go to the bathroom.
Stick
and
around next
think
week
about
as
it.
we ask for what's your sign and talk about episode 9, Gemini. Let's take the discussion online. Let us know your thoughts on the episode over on our socials at Talkville Podcast or Talkville Pod. Show your support for the podcast by please joining Patreon, patreon.com/Talkville. And if you want more info like merch from the show or a hotline number, you can find all that in the description.
Remember, folks, always hold on to Smallville.
Well, of course, we have to give a shout out to our favorite people in the world. That's our patrons. And Ryan is going to read them with me. And yeah, if you want to have your name shouted out along with other great treats, perks, you join patreon.com/Talkville. Little Lisa, Leanne P, Raj C, Santiago M, ThomasTomTurner, Shane W, Betsy D, Abby P, Karen Apple M, 99 more, Leilani. I got it. Brett G, always hold on to Smallville. Charlie T, Garrett W, Bob K, Tom N, Jason W, Lana rhymes with Banana W, Nancy D, Brian G, Grape Jelly 817, Amanda R, Teddy127, Michael P, Ryan R, Randy B, Craig G, Jor-El, Heather and Greg. Grether. I love those guys. I love everyone, but yeah, I love them all.
They got a name you can combine.
Grether.
Grether.
I made Talkville say butts.
Eric K, Clark's M. Oh, that might be a bigger one that I missed. I'm sorry if that is the case. Kristen B, Finicky. Damn, who's that?
Damn, who's that?
Jeanette E, General Zod, Doug R, Shanna I, Ken the Limerick Guy, Corey L, Mr. Home Arcade, Claire M, D Brown, Jules M, Eldon, Supremo.
Oh, yes. Brian Pete McBurts. Saw McBurts, saw Jules, saw so many people this weekend. Yeah, it was incredible. So many faces, so many, I met up, I did a patron meetup with you and surprised a lot of people, but I was going to come. I just wanted to kind of surprise. And Tom's got some family stuff going on. So, yeah, he really wanted to be there, but I loved it. I loved stopping by. Everybody was having such a good time. Got to talk to a lot of people and rock and roll. Ginger Moose, Christoph S, there is no fate but what we make. Jessica B, Michael B, Sebastian F, Wolfie and Little Wolfie, Matthew and Lincoln B, Mary Lou L, Shannon Fofanon, Matt Maverick, Randy S, Cassie B, Danny Mo, Maribel, Mary K, Sophie L, when you're rich, you aren't crazy, you're eccentric, Rosenbaum fan, Sammy Sharman, Carrie Ann, the Alexander Castle, Daryl E, Jenny B76, Monica T, Ms. M, Emily Who Locked, Jeffrey K, previously on Smallville, Keith B, Cookie Kareem, she was there. Cookie, she was awesome. Libertariat, Ivan G, Danny Z from Cleveland.
Monica T, I met her and she asked me to say Monica.
Monica.
I'm gonna put a little accent on it from here on out. Say Monica.
Maybe phonetically
Monica.
put it out like Moan.
Like
Monica.
Monica T.
Yeah, because I my memory's not great. It's not as sharp as it used to be.
Look, we're all trying.
Those years when I was sharp, I would be able to do that. Go ahead.
Biagio C, Felicia B, Madison H, as told by Helen, Dr. J, Kurt F, close to Dr. G, and Dr. T in one. Flirtatious B, Eduardo P, Naman L, or Naaman L, Smallville for Life, Bobby P, Kendrick F, Stacy L, Other Brother Daryl, Melanie P, Starla S, Charlie M, Cheyenne F.
AG, AJS, Heather H, Tom and Michael's friend Mickey, Karen H. It's got to be Karen.
I think it's Kieran.
Kieran H. I always mess things up. Hubs, Laura C, Adam C, Jackie J, John W, Bradley H, Nick H, Dan L, Coraline E, Dr. T, David A, Sierra, Chonzo, Steph Meister, Jay Hay, the broken hero from Brooklyn, Ann M, Katie K, Chris F, Kyle Ann, Bianca S, JD Rocks, Rebecca P, Jacob G, Erica H, Ramina N, Rich L, Coco C, Lexi S, and Adriana G. Thank you, newcomers. Thank you, everyone who supports the podcast. It was really just overwhelmingly pleasant this weekend in Chicago. If you guys weren't able to make it, we're going to be in Cincinnati. Maybe we'll even bring Ryan to Cincinnati. Who knows?
I've never been.
It gets costly if paying you to fly and put you up, but it's. I like having you around.
I'll fly budget.
I like having you around.
I like being there.
Yeah, it's fun to have you. It adds to the whole experience. And of course, Liverpool. We're going to Liverpool in November. And don't forget the Smallville Cruise. A lot of people are coming on the Smallville Cruise next year. So get your tickets, cruiseville.com. Thank you for listening. And we love you. Thank you.